Excuse me.
Thank you so much. This year's convocation of Asia Pacific Institute of Management should go down as a landmark because we have with us the distinguished presence of Shri Sunil Arora ji, the Honorable Chief Election Commissioner of India. Being a renowned IAS officer, Mr. Arora has served graciously in various key positions for both the Government of India and Government of Rajasthan, including the Additional Chief Secretary Home, Principal Secretary Small Industries, Principal Secretary Investment and Protocol, Chairman and MD of Rajasthan State Industrial Development and Investment Corporation, and has also held various other key positions with the Government of India. Mr. Sunil Arora assumed office as one of the 2 election commissioners of India in 2017 and is currently holding the prestigious position of being the 23rd Chief Election Commissioner of India. Thank you so much, sir, for gracing the occasion with your presence. We also have with us Ms. Rekha Sharma, who is current chairperson of the National Commission for Women in India. Prior to her appointment to the National Commission of Women, she was the District Secretary and Media in Charge in Haryana and a member of District Consumer and Redressal Forum in the Government of Haryana. As NCW chairperson, Ms. Sharma has been a staunch supporter of the rights of women. She holds a very dynamic personality, advocating strongly against the injustice to women. We extend a very warm welcome. May I now request our chairman, sir, Sri A.K. Srivastav, to please welcome Shri Sunil Arora ji. Thank you so much, sir. Now, I would like to request our Vice Chairman, Ms. Anshu Srivastava, to present the bouquet of flowers and memento to our guest of honor, Ms. Rekha Sharma, Chairperson, National Commission for Women. Thank you, ma'am. I would now request our director, Dr. Survi Goyal, to present the bouquet of flowers to our chairman, Shri A.K. Srivastava. I would once again request Dr. Survi Goyal to present the bouquet of flowers to our Vice Chairman, Ms. Anshu Srivastava. Thank you so much, ma'am. I now invite Professor Chauhan to present the flowers to our director, Dr. Survi Goyal, please. Thank you so much, sir. I take immense pleasure in requesting our revered chairman, Mr. A.K. Srivastava, to declare the graduation ceremony open, please.
The convocation is open.
Thank you so much, sir. Thank you. Our director, Dr. Surbi Goyal, has over 20 years of experience in academics. She has published many case studies and articles. She is a deep thinker and an inspiring speaker. In 2012, Dr. Goyal received the Best Professor Award by Headlines Today for her interactive, case-based and innovative teaching and training methodology. She has also been very actively designing and conducting various MTPs for executives on themes like team building, leadership, understanding the self, self-analysis, goal-setting, value actualization, etc. for several organizations like NTPC, CBI, Hindustan Insecticide Limited, to name a few. May I request now our dear director, an academician by profession and a very warm and fond mentor at heart, a true gem of a person, our own Dr. Surbi Goyal, to kindly grace the occasion with the welcome address and share the director's report. Over to you, ma'am.
Good morning, all. Honorable Chief Guest, Shri Sunil Arora ji, respected guest of honor, Shrimati Rekha Sharma ji, our respected chairman, Mr. A.K. Srivastava, our dear vice chairman, Mrs. Anshu Srivastava, esteemed members of the board. Just take a minute. Graduating students, proud parents, ladies and gentlemen, I heartily welcome you all to this 22nd Convocation Ceremony at Asia Pacific Institute of Management, New Delhi. It is my deep pleasure to present a brief report about the Institute. In this convocation, we are glad to confer Diploma in Management to 236 students. Students, we are very proud of you for all the efforts you have made to earn this recognition. So before we go forward, let's have a huge round of applause to the graduating students and the proud parents. With a humble start in 1996, with one PGDM program in general, approved by AICTE, we have come a long way. Later in 2006, we were given 4 more programs in important domains, which are PGDM Banking and Financial Services, PGDM International Business, and PGDM Marketing. Fast forward to 2017, we launched a new program, MBA in Healthcare Management, in collaboration with Rudny University, Moscow. And this year, I'm happy to share that this program has been accorded the AIU approval. On the 16th of this month, the second batch of MBA Healthcare Management commences. I'm happy to share with you that for the last many years, we have been ranked as one of the premier B schools of Delhi NCR. As per Business Today's survey of 2018, we have been ranked 9th amongst private B schools in Delhi NCR and 13 amongst all B schools in North India, and all over India ranked 45th. The credit for this undoubtedly goes to our Academic Advisory Council, our board members, management, faculty members, students, staff, and all our stakeholders. An updated industrial vetted curriculum, state-of-art infrastructure equipped with latest technology, outstanding corporate connect, and a large alumni base of 4,000 plus has made it what we are today. Now, a highlight of the placement of PGDM batch 2016-18 and 2017-19. Our students were selected by some of the most esteemed organizations. To name a few, L'Oreal India, Coca-Cola, Naukri.com, Tata Motor Finance, Zycus, American Express, Moody Analytics, ITC, Godrej, Berger, Federal Bank, Nestle, Samsung India, and many others. I'm proud to share that the last 2 years have been extremely rewarding for Takshila, the MDP department of the Institute. We have trained more than 950 executives of public sector companies like NTPC, IOC, NHPC, MMTC, NSPCL, and many others. With this, we have built a close association with the Maharatna and Navratna companies of India. This will surely open new opportunities for our students by way of live projects, internships, and final placement at the PSUs. On November 9th this year, we will be entering into our 25th year of management education. To mark the silver anniversary, we will be holding many seminars, workshops, conferences, panel discussion throughout the year, and we wish to see you there. Dear students, on a very personal note, I would like to leave you with a piece of advice for a good life. No matter who you become, your first responsibility is towards yourself, and therefore devote just 20 minutes every day on your body and self, without technology, without friends. Second, no matter how senior you become, no matter how big you become, don't forget to connect with your subordinates, because it is they who complete your work. So be kind and empathetic to subordinates always. Last but not the least, each one of us will have a downtime, a bad time. Everything will seem to go wrong. Many of us will leave each other. In such a phase of life, just tell yourself, pause, student again, develop a new skill and bounce back. With these words, I once again warmly welcome you and wish you all the best. May God be with you. Thank you.
Thank you so much, ma'am, for your valuable words. It was indeed quite insightful. I request our director once again to kindly solemn the pledge to the convocating students. I urge all of you to please stand up at your respective places for the same.
As a management graduate of the Asia Pacific Institute of Management, I take this graduation oath in the name of Almighty today, the October 14, 2019, that I will use my knowledge, experience and skills to the best of my ability for the well-being of our society and for the advancement of learning. I will conduct myself with honesty and integrity whatsoever may come in my life, and remain responsible for my actions. I will understand and uphold in letter and spirit the laws of contract governing my conduct for the welfare of my nation and its people. I will always remain a loyal ambassador for my institute to promote its welfare and maintain its reputation. This oath I take freely and uphold my Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am. Now the responsibility rests on your young shoulders to carry forward the wisdom gathered here at Asia Pacific Institute of Management and reaching the highest in your lives ahead. Congratulations to each one of you. May I now request all the dignitaries to kindly release the souvenir? May I now request our guest of honor, Ms. Rekha Sharma ji, Chairperson, National Commission for Women, to enlighten the students.
Honorable CIC Shri Sunil Arora ji, Director of the Institute, Vice Director of the Institute, Chairperson of the Institute and Vice Chairperson of the Institute, Director of the Institute, my dear students and the faculty members, First of all, I would like to congratulate you for completing this course and stepping outside in the world in a new life. First of all, I would like to tell you that according to Hinduism, there are 4 stages of the life of a human being. First is as students. So, according to Hinduism, a human life is divided into 4 parts, and first part is students, and then householder, then you step into become a householder, and then a hermit, and then sannyasa. So when you are stepping out now in a new life, generally people expect a lot from a person. Like these days, especially, it is all about your paycheck, how much you are going to earn. But for me, the new life is how you hold yourself in the world, how you help society. Like we always talk about the responsibility of a person in the family, then in society, and then in nation. But it should be other way around. You have responsibility of a nation, of a society, of your family, and then to yourself. So work accordingly. A nation is built of, especially a nation like India is built of young people like you. We have more young people than old, and this is a developing country. So the more responsibility of the nation is on your young shoulders. When you are stepping out now, don't think about your paychecks. Don't think how much you are going to earn. First, think about a good human being. A good human being can always earn good money, but a money making machine can never make a good human being. It doesn't make a human being. That is not a promise. Like every good human being has to have a great deal of responsibility, especially in a country like India, because there are lots to do, lots to do. According to our Prime Minister also, yesterday he was talking to the young IAS officer who has just walked out of the training center, and he was saying that you are the people who have to make decisions for the other people also. And now I'm telling you the same thing, because you will be taking responsibility and decision not for yourself, but also for your family, for your society, and for the nation. So think, when you are thinking for yourself, think about your neighborhood, about your friends, about the society at large. We especially we have seen these days the institutes and even the families, and this curriculum is always making a person. We are our life is revolving around the mark sheets, around the salaries, around the goodies of the societies, like how much you are earning, how much what you have to buy. We have more of a machine like life. So when you are out, don't think that your student life is over, because learning doesn't have an age. Always, especially at your age, maybe you are 25, 26, you will be grasping more than others. And next 25 years, while you are working, also learn more skills, develop your faculties which are learning faculties, and grasp things around you. Most of you must be thinking of joining a corporate, but also think of going to a doing some social work. Have one habit, which is like whatever you are earning, we save something for future. A part of it also you should utilize in social work. From today itself, you think, like if you are earning 5,000, even a little, maybe 500 rupees, spend on the social work. then also have a habit which you enjoy also, like even if you want a photography, if you want dance, do that also. Life is not only about going 9 to 5 job, not only about earning. There are so many things. Travel makes a person, I think the best learning is from traveling. If you are traveling, you will learn a lot, because when you are staying in one place, you are like, in Hindi it is called kuएं का मेंढक. You don't know what is happening around you, and internet is not about everything. Yes, you learn a lot, but unless you experience that learning, and that experience only comes when you are traveling. So travel a lot. I've seen outside abroad children, earn money for 2-3 years and then spend on the traveling. Do that, because this is the age where you can take risk. In our times, people and especially our families never taught us how to take risks. But nowadays, I also tell my children, life is not end if you have done a graduation, post graduation, and in one subject, and you want to pursue another subject. Do that. Listen to your heart. But because when you are pursuing a thing which is close to your heart, that is where you will be, enhancing in life. That is where you will be doing well. Because unless your heart is in your work, you will not be able to achieve. And these days, children have that prerogative, and they have this backing of their parents, where you can follow your heart. Follow your heart, do well, and do well for the society also. Thank you so much, and once again, best of luck. Do well. Congratulations once again. Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am, for such wonderful speech. Also, thank you for reminding us that the holistic responsibility that we all need to share, and also to remind us that being human is a choice. We are human beings, that's given. Thank you so much, ma'am. Now I would like to request our chief guest, Mr. Sunil Arora, Honorable Chief Election Commissioner of India, to kindly address the graduates with his valuable words.
Honorable Rekha Sharma ji, Chairperson of National Police Government, Chairman Mr. Srivastava, Vice Chairman Mr. Lady Srivastava, Dr. Goyal, distinguished academics present here, members of the board, and my friends whom basically I have come to meet. One of my officers, I don't call them subordinates, I always call them colleagues. She helped prepare a very, should I say, academic address, and wonderfully written. We sat over that 2-3 times, as I was telling my old friend Rajesh. But I have thought that I'll just keep it here, and after leaving, give it to Sulbiji for whatever it is worth. And try to say something from heart. just now heard how many companies are taking you. Congratulations. They are not completed as yet. I wished and I wish that it should have been announced that how many of you are going to do the startups. Which is where I have brought a list of some illustrative startups in my formal address, which I leave here, which includes at least 2-3 IAS officers who have resigned to start their startups. And many others who started very kind of very small. When I say small, I mean no work is small. I mean the turnover wise, etc. 1 person, 2 persons, 3 persons getting together. And within 5 years, 10 years, developing going to the investors, attending investor conferences, getting funding, and doing their startup with 50 people, 100 people. You name a trend, you name a trade. Somebody is kind of giving you milk through Olesh at your home at 7 o'clock. Somebody has started a startup called Unactivity. Somebody has started a startup called Smart Activity. Why I am saying this is, going to these blue chip companies is by itself an honor of your talent, your training, your academic achievements. But providing employment to 10, 15, 20, 100 people is something which will make you effectively realize the oath which you have just taken. It will be contributing to the economy of the country in your own way. After all, you all have heard about the biggest startups, Steve Jobs and others. Some of them couldn't even complete their degrees. But they were, what we require in this country, they were disruptors, intellectual disruptors. With all due regards, I think fat check is not bad. It helps you. It helps you travel. It helps you realize your dreams. It helps you kind of fructify your ambitions. It helps you buy books for that matter. It helps you in more than one way. It helps your old and elderly parents. But if your kind of train stops only at fat check, it might later on create issues for you only, not for others. I had the wonderful opportunity of being appointed prior to my retirement as the first secretary of Department of Skills, which was upgraded to Ministry of Skills and Entrepreneurship in 2014. And I was told on 31st, the department was notified formally on 30th or 31st May. Additional charge was given to the then Secretary Youth. I was told on 30th September that you have to take over the next day. When I reached here, I found a protocol officer, a wonderfully efficient person, Mr. Mahalingam, with a second-hand car. And I went to the office of the then officiating secretary, who was basically Secretary Youth and Sports. Then I asked him, where do I sit? He says, you have to find out. I said, who is any staff? You have to get it approved. I will give you one of our PAs on loan till you have somebody on your own. I said, okay. And incidentally, he had a major dental appointment that day and his office was vacant for 2 hours. So I said, you said that you're going out for 2-3 hours. There is this NSDC and NSDA. Whosoever is available here, can I just interact with them for 2 hours in your room? He says, why not? I wish he had more dental appointments, but that's not the right way to think about it. We had our minister was Mr. Sonowal, who is now Chief Minister Assam. And next day when I met him for the first time in life, he outrightly told me, he says, अरोड़ा जी मुझे पता लगा है आपके पास तो कोई बैठने की जगह भी नहीं है. मैं कहा सर पता तो ठीक ही लगा है. And then he asked me to sit in the 3 or 4 rooms which were with him in the building of Sports Authority of India, because he was ex-official chairman of Sports Authority of India. That is where we started. I had sought an appointment in the PMO. I was given the appointment the same day, and more or less same things were repeated, and said that it's the vision of the Prime Minister to have this ministry, and this has been now this time named Skills and Entrepreneurship. It's not a kind of slip of tongue, it's something intentional. In the next 2-3 days, and mind you, I had been, by the way, CMD of the then Indian Airlines in Delhi from 2000 to 2005, and I don't think it lacked any basic so-called infrastructure in that sense. I'm not going to give you any hagiographic account. That's neither the intention nor the desire. I am actually coming to your subject. After about 3-4 days, thinking over various things, reading the Gazette notification of this department, I made a decision that I shall spend about 25% of my time in catering to and arranging for the logistics, and 75% of the time interacting with various stakeholders, especially the youth. You won't imagine, friends, how many people are already doing wonderful work in the country. And most of them are young people. I'll give you 2-3 instances, but before that, I'd just like to quote from Ignited Minds by late Dr. APJ Abdul Kalam, who needs no introduction either in India or anywhere in the world. Quote, all through my career in the field of technology and its management, I relied on the power and potential of youth. This is Dr. Kalam saying. My strength has been my young teams who never let me down. And what satisfaction there was in working with them on some of the most complex projects in some of the most challenging situations. Given the freedom to achieve and guide it properly, I am convinced the young people of India can accomplish far more. There is a gentleman settled in Delhi or Gurgaon, Amit Bhatnagar. He left his job in USA. Good job, fair check. And he has made a small medical kit which is portable, out of which you can do about 20 tests, medical tests, certified medical tests. it is already being tried by BSF and by our army in some of the farthest areas where they find it difficult that every time they call a doctor or a pathologist, sometimes staff shortages are there, and this kit, after giving a training to one of the slightly more educated Jawans for about 2-3 months, he or she gets licensed, and they can use it. There is Aditya Saikia, son of a deceased old colleague. He left Rothschilds, again very fat check, and has been working in Northeast and in Bhubaneswar, including in the extremist affected areas. There is another gentleman, Dr. Mukti Mishra, who has become a legend in Odisha by creating this Centurion University in partnership with the university, Centurion University, where he used to teach before leaving his job and coming to India. There's another gentleman located in Dr. Paul, located in Hyderabad, who did his PhD in computers from one of the Ivy League universities in USA, started something here, and now gives high-end training to BFSI and computer-related courses. I can give multiple examples, go on and on, but this is just illustrative, not exhaustive. And they are the people who kind of looked at uncharted seas, and like the explorers of the earlier world, whether it was Columbus or Vasco da Gama, they have crossed the seas, they have spanned the seas with their grit, with their hard work, with their dedicatedness, with the spirit of entrepreneurship. There are a lot of companies. I'm very happy to note that this institute has created Takshila, an institute, a school or vertical, whatever it's called, for skill development. We have so many islands of excellence in our country, but looking at the magnitude of problems, looking at the sheer size of our population, we need all these islands of excellence to be kind of scaled up to unimaginable levels while maintaining the qualitative standards and credibility. That is the only solution. There are multiple solutions, but this is one of the major solutions. I request some of you to go to the auto hubs in Pune. You will find the kind of linkage between the industry and the skills. They are doing what Germans did long back. This dual learning. What is dual learning? That in the ITI level, instead of spending 2 years in the school, they spend roughly 10 to 12 months on the shop floor, and the rest of the 10-12 months learning the theory. As a result, when they are coming to the market, they are ready. But in 2013-14, one of the delegations from Skill Ministry went to Germany. They were given a presentation by German industry and German government together. And for 13-14, because I joined in 14, so I am aware of those figures, the government spend on dual learning was 3 billion. And the industry spend that year was $18 billion US. Because the industry saw value in it. We will not get CSR funds by telling people that we'll put you into jail or something. Tata's, houses like Tata's, Wipro, They started CSR 100 years back. You spend some time in Tata Institute of Social Sciences, you spend some time in any of the old Tata Institutes, you feel humbled that how visionary were the founding fathers, that they thought of all this, somebody 75 years back, somebody 100 years back, and they have set up these real temples which India requires. Wipro, for example, this what they are doing is this. They are doing the same thing which the Melinda Gates Foundation is doing. Give back to society. But give back to society is not something which Melinda and Bill Gates invented. This was something Mahatma Gandhi said a long time back by using the phrase trusteeship of wealth. And this is where your path is. And I wish you all the very best. I am sure if the university keeps a record of some of you, I can leave my own email with Rajesh. I'll hear of some of you as entrepreneurs in the times to come. There is a foundation called Vadwani Foundation. Mr. Vadwani is slightly disabled, but that doesn't come in the way of his having become a billionaire, based in USA. Their foundation had brought out a book. I wish I had got it, but yesterday, being Sunday, I couldn't obtain my copy from my office. Somebody was not available. There are stories of the youngsters whom they handheld, who have, for example, one youngster in Mumbai, he started by supplying the puja samagris, properly packed, aesthetically packaged to various households on different occasions of pujas. And we have so many pujas in our country. If we want, we can have 365 days of fast and still it's not be enough. And from turnover of about 10 lakhs, in 7 or 8 years, he has got to. My own son did his graduation from IIT Kharagpur. He was picked up by one of the topmost écoles in Paris and finished his management in finance. He worked in Nomura and HSCB for 6 years in London, and he came back. He is with us now in Delhi to start something of a digital media aggregator, which is not at all an easy startup. I told him in the very beginning that I can only give you my good wishes. Number one. And number two, I shall never pick up the phone and ring up anybody. He said, I don't expect you to. And he was getting a fairly handsome paycheck in London, by the way. Swami Vivekananda said, take up one idea, make that idea your life, think of it, dream of it, live on that idea. Let the brain, muscles, nerves, every part of your body be full of that idea. And just leave every other idea alone. That's the way to success. And as the poet says, हवादत से उलझ कर मुस्कुराना मेरी फितरत है, मुझे दुश्वारियों में अश्क बरसाना नहीं आता. All the very best. God bless you.
Thank you so much for such encouraging speech, sir, and also inspiring our students to take up the road of being an entrepreneur, and also to remind us that how important it is to keep challenging ourselves. Thank you once again, sir. It's time now to acknowledge and reward the top performers of the two batches with medals. Based on the academic performance of the students, the Faculty Council at Asia Pacific Institute of Management finalizes 3 students from each stream as a medal winner. May I now request our chief guest, our chairman sir, our director ma'am, to kindly reward the medal winners. We begin by calling upon the medal winners of PGDM batch 1618. I request the students to come forward in the order as your name would be called. For PGDM General, the gold medal goes to Amol Garg. The bronze medal goes to Rhythm Gupta. The medal winners will be receiving their diplomas as well, along with the medals. For PGDM Marketing, the gold medal goes to Sanjana Das. Sanjana Das. The silver medal goes to Garima Chaudhary. Let's give them a round of applause, please, everyone. For PGDM BFS, the gold medal goes to Avijit Patnaik. The silver medal goes to Priyamvada Chaudhary. bronze medal goes to Yayu Kohli. For PGDM IB, the gold medal goes to Drishti Arora. The bronze medal goes to Shubham Bhargav. Now I call upon the medal winners of PGDM Batch 17-19, and I would also like to request our guest of honor, Ms. Rekha ma'am, to also please come forward to award the medal to our medal winners. For PGDM General, the gold medal goes to Shahnawaz Alam. The bronze medal goes to Sarnika. For PGDM Marketing, the gold medal goes to Monica Singh. The silver medal goes to Drishti Bansal. The bronze medal goes to Rahul Rana. For PGDM BFS, the silver medal goes to Surya Sharma. For PGDM IB, the gold medal goes to Akshay. The silver medal goes to Wasim Akram. The bronze medal goes to Naman. The most awaited moment is finally here. Now we will be awarding diploma to the students of PGDM 2016-18 batch. Candidates receiving the diploma, please come forward as your name is called. I request Chairman sir. I'm so sorry. All right. I call upon the names now. Anindya Bhadra, please come forward and take your diploma. Sainath Gopati. Aman Chaudhary. Shamali C. Rohit Khandelwal. May I request Madhukar ji to kindly come on stage to award the diplomas, and I request Anshu ma'am to kindly take the seat. And Professor Dhankar